Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'd like to welcome you to today's grand opening and dedication ceremony of our new City Hall. It's certainly been many years in the waiting. We're very proud of this building. We're so happy to have so many of you with us today. So we can start our ceremony, I'd like to turn the program over to our Congressman in the 19th District, the Honorable Stephen LaTourette, who will present the flag for the opening ceremony.
Thank you, Mayor Paulson, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, on such a beautiful day. Mayor, it gives me great privilege to present to you this flag, which we requested the architect of the Capitol to fly over the United States Capitol on May the 10th, 1995, in honor of the opening of your new City Hall. May it fly proudly, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Steve, and I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. I'd like to present this to the VFW now, so we can have our flag raising ceremony. Thank you. Gentlemen, please join with me in the Solon VFW Post 1863, along with the Orchard Middle School Ensemble, directed by Jan Sowers and accompanied by Cindy Armstrong, as we play our national anthem. Thank you very much. That was wonderful. At this time, I'd like to introduce the visiting dignitaries as well as city and school officials who are with us today. You've already met our Congressman from the 19th District, the Honorable Steve LaTourette. County Commissioner, our newest County Commissioner, Lee Weingart, is with us today, and Lee would like to say a few words.
Good afternoon. I have only a few words to say, and they are simply this. Congratulations on all your hard work, Mayor, the city staff, for everything you've done to make this into the beautiful building that it is. I bring greetings from all parts of the county. Good job. Nice to see you today, folks.
Solon's own Senator Grace Drake could not be with us today, but she has sent a commendation along and would be presented at this time by Mr. Richard Evans.
As you know, Solon is Grace Drake's hometown. She thinks and wishes the very best to our mayor and to the community, and has sent along a proclamation, a commendation for the good work. It's here at the table. We hope everybody would come along and see it. It's from the Ohio Senate. Has it been signed by the President of the Senate? Congratulations.
Mike Wise also had another commitment today, but he too has sent a commendation from the Speaker of the House, Joanne Davidson, that we'll display proudly here at City Hall. We have some visiting city officials with us, and I hope I'm not going to miss anyone. If I have, please help me out, but they may just want to say hi in a few words. First of all, my good friend, Mayor Jimmy DeMora from the city of Bedford Heights.
Thanks, Bob. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. All of you Solon residents certainly should be proud of the beautiful facility. I may think about moving to the city of Solon and run for mayor with a facility like this. But it's certainly a pleasure to join with you in this historic event. I wish the city of Solon much success. Congratulations, Mayor Paulson, to your Solon council members, and to all the staff for making this a event that could come true. Congratulations. Best of luck.
I'd also like to introduce the city manager of the city where I sprung my political roots, the city of Bedford. City Manager Vilas Gamble is with us today.
And Mayor Paulson has come a long way from the city council chambers of Bedford to this fine facility you have. And we congratulate you, Mayor, your city council, your staff, and the people of Solon for the fine job that you've done here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Vilas said I've come a long way, and if you look at some of those photos in the council chambers over in Bedford, I also had a lot more hair then. Our good friend, a neighboring mayor from the Chagrin Valley, is with us today, Mayor Ed Towns.
Thank you, Bob. When you compare your city hall to our village hall, I guess we have to quit calling you our suburb. Congratulations on a job well done. I've also brought a proclamation, although I couldn't afford to have it framed as nicely as the ones from Columbus. Again, congratulations.
I don't think I've missed any other elected or appointed visiting officials. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you our city and school officials that are here. First of all is our superintendent of schools, and I know he's here somewhere, Mr. Joe Regano. Joe, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. School board member Linda Wise. School board member Michael Fox. And school board member Karen Benedetti. I'd like to introduce our members of City Council in the wards. Ward 1 Councilman Dale Pelzozzi. Ward 2 Councilman Andrew Meyer. Ward 3 Councilwoman Betty Kissel. Ward 4 Councilman James France. Ward 5 Councilman David Cruz. Ward 6 Councilman Frank Buckenroth. And our Ward 7 Councilman and Vice Mayor, who will say a few words to you in a few moments, Herb Unhold. The other folks that you see assembled behind me are members of our boards and commissions, Planning Commission, Architectural Review Board, the various boards we have throughout the city, as well as members of the city administration and the city workers who have volunteered their time today to help show you through this magnificent building. At this point in time, I'd like to introduce someone to you who has done such an outstanding job in the management and supervision of this building that was going up. I felt that he was actually part of our staff. And last week when he didn't report to work and was assigned to the next project for the company that he works for, I realized it was not the end of a long relationship, but the end of Scott's time that he was going to spend with us here in the city of Solon. But he truly did an outstanding job as a project manager representing Panzeca Construction Company. Mr. Scott Dunlap is with us today. And Scott, I know you'd like to say a few words.
Well, thank you and welcome everyone to a building that Panzeca Construction Company and me personally is very proud to have worked on. I think this is maybe the top of my list personally for buildings that I have been involved in as far as complexity, beauty, and just overall appearance. I hope everybody here in the Solon area enjoys it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now that I've introduced to recognize one project manager, I think it's very important to also recognize our in-house project manager, someone who shepherded this project from its infancy when it was just a set of working drawings all the way up to the finished product we have today. We hired this gentleman to be our assistant planning director and immediately put him on the project for the new fire station. Had him over here at the City Hall, and he's been involved in the police station project we have planned, as well as the community center and the library. So he really hasn't done much in the assistant planning department, but he's done a heck of a lot as far as being a project manager and doing a fine job on this building. Mr. Callisto Caminati. Cal. I'd also like to introduce to you the designer of this building. She is part of the Dixon Associates Incorporated team, Ms. Claire Dixon, the designer of the City Hall.
Hi, thanks again for being here. One of the main goals we had when we were working on this project was to design a building that had some lasting value for the community. We wanted to create a building that said who and what the city of Solon was or is. And I think the quality of this building speaks for itself. I'm very proud to have been a part of this project. And I hope that all of you get the opportunity or take the opportunity to use this building and enjoy it as much as I do. Good luck with it in the future.
And now our Vice Mayor and Ward 7 Councilman, Herb Unhold.
Thank you, Bob. Friends, neighbors, it's truly a proud moment for your city council to participate in this historic moment. Many people, including previous councils, have played a role in creating this truly magnificent and sorely needed facility. And it is with great expectation that we occupy the building, and we hope to serve you more effectively and certainly for a much longer period of time than the old one served us. As a closing, I hope that we will see all of you next year when we have an opening ceremony for the wastewater treatment plant. So I know you'll mark that on your calendars and you'll look forward to that moment.
And before we close the ceremony, I too would like to say a few words. I didn't sit down and write any prepared remarks, because what I said today, I wanted to have come from the heart. This certainly has been so long in planning. I heard someone this morning when we opened our doors say, Mayor Carter, who was our mayor for so long, right up until about 1965, through the 40s and the 50s and into the 60s, said Mayor Carter would be so proud if he saw this building today. I know other mayors who have gone before us and aren't here with us either would be the same way. Bill Price, Bob Cruzy, Dorothy Ports. These people passed away in the last 3 or 4 years, and I know they too would be very proud. Warren Reeby, Chuck Smersina. We're not forgetting people, because I know when I first moved to Solon, I heard Chuck Smersina talk about his dream for a new city hall at various locations throughout the city. It's something that was so long overdue. That building was built behind us in 1898 at a cost of under $5,000. And I have to think probably in 1898 there were a few people that thought that that was too expensive. This building that you see before you was a $7.3 million building with a $350,000 audio-visual system in it. It's state-of-the-art. We built it not just for 1995, but we're going to bury a time capsule today that they're going to open in the year 2045. And many of us wrote letters and placed them in the time capsule to our counterparts 50 years from now. And what I said to that mayor, and I just wrote the letter yesterday, is, Mayor, we hope you'll find this building to be as functional in 2045 as I know we have found it to be for the last couple months. I walk through this building on a daily basis, and I still marvel that the city of Solon, with your cooperation, your support, the support of business and industry, was finally able to put something like this together. It lays out very nicely on the site, and Chuck and Claire Dixon, you're to be congratulated for doing that. It doesn't overpower the neighborhood. We recognize we were in a residential neighborhood, And that's why the front of this building is pretty much at the same height as the roof lines of the buildings you see across the street. When you get around back, you'll see what a big building that it really is. And we do have food and refreshments out back, so I'd like to remind you when you get through with your tour, please, we're going to have plenty, even some to take home, I think. And the other thing I did this morning, and it was kind of an afterthought, folks, and we're going to remind people as they come to the building throughout the day, I went over to the old building and I opened it up. Every door in that building is open, the front door, the side doors, many of the offices. And if you haven't been into that old building, before you go home today, take a walk through it. Take a walk and see what we moved from, what many consuls, many administrations, many city employees have worked in for many years. Take a walk through it. One of the things that we're struggling with right now, too, is we're not sure what to do with that building, if anything. If you have any suggestions, we don't have all the answers on that one. We've had many debates and discussions and studies that we've had in our various council committees, but collectively, I think we can come up with some type of suggestion of what we may want to do with that site. So please, if you haven't been in the old building, stop by and see it before you do go home. So with that, I do want to thank you for this wonderful turnout. I also want to thank everyone for being here and also for the wonderful day we ordered. I think we did a great job. Joe Ferenczi has the flag that Congressman Lauter presented to us, and at this point in time, he will make that presentation.
Mr. Mayor, on behalf of the congressman and the city, this is the first flag that was flown here at the city. We'd like to present it to you as a keepsake, and the flag is currently flying has been presented by the VFWs.
And before we have our ribbon cutting and open the doors to all of you, we will have a closing vocal selection by the Orchard Middle School Ensemble.
Learn a song that you can shout and join the Jubilee. Chupa, chupa, Jubilee. Chupa, chupa, Jubilee. Jubilee. Come to Jubilee. Have a run, have a fun, sing the song. Jubilee. Come to Jubilee. Listen to the birds, read the word, listen. You should sing, listen and sing. What this will be.
City of Solon. Jen and Cindy, thank you very much. Boys and girls from Orchard, you did a great job, and thank you for being with us today. I know we're all eager to get inside, although the weather is just so nice out here, but I'd like to have members of City Council join me as we cut the ribbon for our new City Hall.
Yeah, down in front.
One, two, three. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of City Council, I now turn over ownership of this building over to the people of Solon. This building is dedicated to you in preparation for the 21st century. Thank you very much.